today we're going to look at overwintering hardy bananas. This lot have just been nipped a little bit by the first frost, so it's time to take action. So step one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off all of the leaves right back to the stem. Okay, now we've finished that, we move on to step two, which is absolutely nothing else. I'm now going to leave these completely like this until the spring when they start growing back. A lot of people are worried about growing bananas and do some strange things to them, like wrap them up. They put chicken wire around the outside and stuff it full of straw and think that's going to protect them. To be honest, it may do a bit, but in the spring, nice sunny day in February, it all starts to cook, and when you come to unwrap them in maybe end of March, beginning of April, you find a really foul smelling stuff all over them which you can't get off your hands for days. They do grow back, but it's not really much help. I suppose if you really must wrap them, you could take some fleece and wrap it around individual stems and then tie them off. At the very least, it'll make them look a bit more festive. But to be perfectly honest, bananas are effectively herbaceous perennials. We can sometimes trick them into keeping some height, but the rest of the time, if they go down to the ground level and come up, is absolutely fine. We've had temperatures here, although it's a mild area, we have had these down to -12, -15 and -18 in 3 years in the end of the 2008, 9 and 10. And they've got knocked down to the ground, they've grown up, but they've grown up 6 to 8 feet tall every year. This one in the middle here, this is Musa Helen, and this stem here came through last winter and it's the only one that did. This one and these ones behind all grew up from the spring and grew on. So effectively these are hardier and better herbaceous plants than most of the ones you grow in your garden already. So you really should go out and get one. Varieties here, we've got Rajapuri over here, we've got Helen, and both of these potentially could produce edible fruit in the UK. We've got a variety of sikkimensis here, and we're going to skip down the bottom of the garden and see our other sikkimensis in a bit, because that one is my top recommend. All of these are bone hardy, and right from a young age can be left completely uncovered. And here's the beast that is Musa sikkimensis. This one is over 20 years old. We grew it from seed and it's got through some of the worst winters we've known. We never cover it, and it always keeps some height. And it's a bit small this year because we dug it up and reset it into this bank. There's even a big chunk of it over there that we just threw on the bank and threw some other stuff over the top of. I have every confidence that's going to survive and do well. Bananas are hardy perennials. You should grow them in your garden as such, wherever in the country you live. That's it. Except that I've now got this lot to clear up, of course.